there was a specific time in my life in which it was very clear that my dad had gone from the villain to a hero. And it's a story that I've never shared before. And it was me as an adult. And for so much of my life, everything that my mom was, everything that the alienator and the regime was, they projected it onto my dad. That he only cared about himself. It was what was in his best interest. Everything that he did had strings attached, and that he didn't care genuinely about me. And I was in a period of my life where I had decided, me and my then wife had decided that we were going to move away and escape all of the craziness and the insanity and the nastiness of my family. And we were going to move several states away. And I needed some help in order to move. And my dad was just amazing at helping me with that. And during this transition time, when things were really not going well with my family, they were mad that we had moved. We were mad that we hadn't consulted them on making the move. We should have asked them for permission for my wife and I to move, and we didn't, and we made this decision. Everything was up in the air, and they hated the fact that I had had a relationship again with my dad. So I asked my mom, please, and let's hope that time and some space will allow us to rekindle our relationship and get back on track. Because right now, there's too much going on, and we just need to take a break. So what I would ask you to do is, if you could please just not come over while I'm packing the truck. It's not going to be good. Nothing is going to come out of it. Let's just hit the reset button when I get to the next place that I'm going to live. And lo and behold, she comes over, my mom comes over to my house, and she starts picking on, why is it done this way? What is all of my wife's stuff? What's all of her stuff doing in that part of the truck? And just really nasty. Now, at that time, I had some of my employees or people that worked with me on my team for my other business. They were also helping to pack things up, and we had certain things in order because of how the truck needed to be moved, loaded rather, and then unloaded. And so my mom came in and started doing all of these things, trying to take control. And I said, Mom, please. Well, it was a horrendous scene. My grandpa also had come up there, and there was just this huge, the hell with you, we're no longer helping you. And I was like, I never wanted to have this help right now anyways. I was trying to just get through this. You refused to listen to me. Please. And I can remember all the hoopla and the yelling and the screaming. And I can remember one of my team members, I looked down and she was behind the box, and she just lifted her head like, oh my gosh. And I was like, this is what I've been dealing with my entire life. If I dare stray into what I want or try to assert myself even as an adult, I have no autonomy to just say, hey, this is what I'd like. Everything has to be a fight. So needless to say, they were the ones that were causing me the stress, the anxiety, the turmoil. This is what was typically, this type of engagement was typically what was said of what happens when my dad gets involved. Now, if my dad had shown up, they would have yelled and screamed and done the same thing. And when I was a little kid, they would have said, see what happens when he comes? He causes all kinds of trouble, all kinds of heartache, all kinds of stress and anxiety. Look, you're crying, you're sick to your stomach. You can't even enjoy moving to your new home in your new state. But they didn't have my dad to blame because my dad was staying away. And I also said to my dad, stay away because I don't know what's going to happen. But this was a great example of how alienators project. They project the things that they want and the things that they are onto you, the alienated parent. So I recognized in this moment, wow, if my dad was here, this is the part where he would have been the villain. He would have been the bad guy. He would have been the one that destroyed everything. And then we would have all talked about, oh, can you believe what he did? On the converse, now the truck was loaded, everything was ready, and my dad played a huge role because I was still relatively new. I needed to driving a big, huge truck. It was a huge vehicle, and it had to go from where we lived to the state of Virginia, which was a long ways away, 6 or 7 hours away. And plus, we had our own vehicles. My then wife and my needed to bring in our dog, and we needed to get there. So my dad said, "I'll drive the truck down." And so my dad was just amazing, because everything was about, what do you need? What's going to help you? What's going to make this easier for you? What can I do? When we got there, we had so much fun. You would not imagine that you could have so much fun driving all of these hours and then unpacking and then getting a truck back several states away. He had a girlfriend at the time, and we had just an amazing time. We went and we had dinner afterwards. We were exhausted, but it was so much fun, and he brought such a sense of relief to me. There was no, I want credit for this. There was no, well, your mother couldn't have done this. There was none of those things that were even a backstab at her and at the experience. I was still reeling from all of that. And of course, at the time especially, I would replay things over and over and over. And my dad could have taken the opportunity to say, well, isn't it great that I'm here now and she's not? My dad was like, look, Ryan, this is your new chapter. I know you need to process that, but just be happy. You don't have anything to worry about. You're several states away now. You can enjoy. This is your life. What do you need? What can I do to make it better? Which he already was. And so it was just this real moment of going, wow, what a great example of how, if you can just let a parent who's alienated, that wants to help, that wants to be supportive, that wants to be loving, that wants to bring a sense of no drama, easy, what's in it, what's the best for you, not what's in it for me, not what I want, but in a way that's truly helpful. That was a moment where it was like, wow, you were a villain in my life, in the story for so long, and wow, you're just such a hero. Wow, you're so amazing. And I was just so grateful for that experience, to even just feel like what it was like to have my own agenda. And I know that sounds crazy. I was an adult. I had been an adult. I had certainly made my own decisions. I had my own business at the time. So it wasn't like I was somebody who never made a decision. But there were so many things that were dictated and controlled, and that always had to be around making sure, well, what do they want? Making sure that they're not going to cause a problem. Like I said, people pleasing. Even so that I tried to make it nice. Please don't come over. Let's just hit the reset button. Nope, they have to do what they have to do. I then have to try to maneuver through and be nice. I wasn't mean about it. I was, oh, Mom, please, we've got everything organized. We know the order. Well, then that's it, right? So when you have lived in that chaotic environment for so long, to just have something that's easy, breezy, you don't have to overthink everything. You don't have to choose your words carefully, because you're all on the same team and nobody's trying to gain points or sling an arrow at somebody else or make sure that you're grateful for what I'm doing. You can just freely express it. Whoa, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help. Wow, hasn't this been fun? Who knew that this much work could be that much fun? What an amazing gift that was for me. So I wanted to share that story with you. If you are a parent that's dealing with alienation and you're looking for guidance on how to get through it, what you can do to put yourself in the best possible position to reconnect, and you'd like my help doing it, there's a link below this video with all information and all of the details on how to do that. So thanks so much for watching this video. I'm Ryan Thomas, and we'll see you on another one.
Hey, it's Ryan Thomas. Thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it also helps to spread the word. Be sure to watch other videos from this channel, and also check below this video for other resources and links to help.